What time is it? It's review time! Hello guys, it's SGC here. So finally I'm back again this week with Rise of the Planets of the Apes, which I said last week that I would review. So, in retrospect, I actually watched this movie 3 weeks after it hit the theaters. It was Troop Tuesday once again, and man, it was really, really, really packed. I think everyone was just exactly like me. Like, they were gonna catch this potential sleeper summer hit on the Cheap Tuesday. They would rather, like, just wait it out, like normal people, and just not pay for the full ticket price, just in case. First off, I gotta say that this movie is a reboot. Reboot, people. Not a prequel, which I thought it was, because it's sort of like, you know, the Planet of the Apes was kind of like really distracting, because you have all these other movies with Planet of the Apes, and all of a sudden you have Rise Up. So I just assumed, because I didn't watch the trailers, I didn't read any of the news, because I wasn't initially really interested in this movie. Because at first I was like, it's a prequel. I didn't really watch the other stuff, so why would I watch a prequel? But then later on, as I heard news how it was being great and stuff, I was like, maybe I should watch this. Because I mean, if it was a prequel, when I was watching this movie, I was like, whoa, how are they going to link this up with everything else that happened after this film? But no, it's a reboot, people. And the fact that it is a reboot is excellent. Let's start off with the actors. So really the star of the film are not really actors per se, but the apes. So you got CGI suits as the real stars. That's pretty interesting, eh? So it's not the humans. The humans ain't really existing in this film. The CGI was done really, really, really well. Because I mean, like, seriously, you have the emphasis of the apes, and they're on the screen the most of the time. If these guys aren't looking good, people are gonna walk out of the theater. Like, seriously. So on the human side, you really only have one star, who's James Franco, who plays the doctor. Wanted to save the world, so he started with apes and made them smarter, and it was like great for human beings, because if you made the apes smarter, it sort of would help like some disease that humans have, and it was all great and stuff until something bad happened. And I really like the fact that the apes were the stars instead of the humans. At first I was like, oh no, the apes are gonna be like standing there and the humans were running around like, oh, let's kill the apes, like, oh, we are the saviors of the world. But it really is the apes that carry the movie. So I would say that I like this film enough not to watch it as a full ticket price, because it's still, I don't know, it's the apes thing, it's just like, I don't know. I would buy it on Blu-ray, because I would love to relive this experience of Ape Age on my own screen. Like, one of the key things about this film is, I have to explain it with a story first. The other day I read an article that talked about how, Back to the Future, like how McFly and the Doc's relationship wasn't explained. It was never really explained, like how were they so buddy-buddy. Yet people bought it. Like, they were okay. Like, an old guy and a youngster that's still in high school are friends. So it's A-okay. And you gotta buy this in Rise of the Apes, because, like, that's what happens. Like, there's all these, like, relationship things, and you just gotta, like, okay, they're best friends. And you move on. Because everyone's role is not, like, fleshed out. Like, fleshed it out, like, squeezed, like, you know every single thing about them, so it makes perfect sense. And that's the great thing about this movie. It's totally fine that you don't know how these people, like, know each other. And I am looking forward to the sequel of The Rise of the Planets of the Apes. Because, I mean, seriously, like, it's a pretty crazy ending. So you should go watch it. I am, like, super intrigued how they're going to handle the second and third movie. Because that's what they're saying, that they're going to make, like, 3 movies, at least. How they handle time in this movie is really, like, okay, blah. 5 years pass. Blah. 10 years pass. And it was just a progression. Like, it made sense, because you gotta age this thing. You gotta age. Time has to work itself out, or else if we actually watch the movie in, like, the first 5 years, nothing will happen. And it's totally fine, like, yeah, like, just like the relationship thing. You just gotta accept and move on. Okay, some tiny nitpicking. Did they not have enough money to buy extras? Or, I mean, like, hire extras? Because, like, there was these huge scenes where it's like, whoa, it's destruction everywhere, but there's no one on the streets. Like, how come? Like, those scenes really lost its umph, like, how I would say. It's just like, whoa, there were so many potential, like, oh my goodness, like, so much more destruction is really happening, but there aren't people to die for you because there's no extras lying around, like, oh, help me. Pedestrians, like, you need pedestrians on the road when the road is barren for no apparent reason. And sure, I think I couldn't really go on with the accept it and move on for this part, because I was just like, no, on a busy normal day, on a sunny day, no one on the street. It's just like kind of like, what's happening? And one more nitpick: there are guns in an animal research facility. Why are not the facility owners rich enough to own tranquilizer guns? Trank. It's animals. You don't kill animals. Oh, spoiler. So just to recap how I felt about the movie, it's just that I would buy the Blu-ray, watch it again, because it was actually enjoyable. So I'm sorry I put this out review late, because I probably could have hopefully persuade some of you to go watch it. But it's okay, you can always catch it on DVD or Blu-ray or somehow. Alright, so that is all. So like it, subscribe it. See ya, guys.